You see, here is the face of a man that knows what he wants. Isn't it obvious? Can't you tell?
Psych. I promise you, everything you just saw in that cringy moment means absolutely zero, zilch, nada, and nothing when it comes to knowing if a man truly wants you. This is your guy, Sealz the Man. Thank you for coming back. And I guess you got a preview of what I'm going to talk about in today's video. And that is, when a man wants you, what does it look like? But the funny thing about it is, it's rarely and barely about looks, period. As y'all know, and for those who don't know, on this channel, I talk about understanding the mind of good men, decent men, upstanding men, dope men. And there is nothing but positivity here. So if you like that, make sure you subscribe to my channel for more videos like this from your guy, your internet brother, your internet friend, Sealz the Man. So let's get to the first thing that I want to point out when it comes to what it looks like when a man truly wants you. And not for play, but for serious. And that is intention over attention. You see how similar those two words are? Well, they are truly opposites, polar opposites. You see, when a decent man wants you, he's going to prioritize intention. But one thing I want you to understand, and what I want you to want for yourself, is for you to not prioritize attention. Now, I am not saying that you should have either or. You should have both, but a healthy balance of both. You see, when a man knows what he wants in a woman, it looks like intention, smells like intention, feels like intention. You should be able to feel it. All your senses point towards his intention. You never have to question his intention. And the reason why intention is so important and essential in a man knowing what he wants in a woman is because his intention will lead his decision making, the moves he makes towards you, the way he acts around you, the way he courts you, the effort he puts in trying to get to know you. Intention drives all of that. Intention is the North Star. It is the compass. He will go towards the way his intention directs him to. When there is a lack of intention, there is a lack of seriousness. And that is when attention comes into play. You see, attention is cheap. Anybody can get attention. Attention is so cheap that I can pay attention. You like that? You saw what I did there? No? All right. The last thing I want for you is for you to focus solely on attention. Just because a man or anybody is giving you attention does not mean he truly wants you. It does not mean that they want to be serious with you. It doesn't mean they want to do business with you for real. They're just giving you attention. And another thing with attention is that some people are so solely dependent on it that they beg for it. They are desperate for it, to the point that some people will give that to you just to shut you up, just for you to stop complaining about getting attention from this person, this man. So as I end this specific point, I want you to remember to prioritize intention, the intention behind people that you let in your circle, in your life, over so much of them giving you attention. Because listen to me, when someone is intentional about you, you will never have to worry about attention. The next thing I'm gonna talk about when it comes to a man knowing what he wants from a woman and what it looks like is action over words. You see, this point is almost similar to the first point, and it's similar because action is a product of intention and words are a product of attention. Action over words all day, every day. And that is because when someone does for you, do things for you, show how they truly feel about you through expression and doing, that is stronger and heavier and means more than someone just talking a good game, telling you what they want to do for you or what they're going to do for you. Words are nothing but words, but words become alive when action is attached to it. You see, action gives life to words, but words do not equate to action. You see, the things people say, the words they say, is the first step, the prerequisite to action. Like, I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do first, then I'm going to show you what I said I was going to do. You see, the two got to be paired in that way. When somebody comes to you talking a whole bunch of talk, but never backing it up, that says a lot. But when someone shows you how they feel about you, what they want to do for you, when they say and do exactly what they said they were going to do, that also says a lot. But the difference between the two is the person is acting on their words because they want you. They want you in their lives. They want to do for you. They want to show how they truly feel about you. And the other one is just playing around, unserious, dragging you along, manipulating you. When a man knows what he wants, a decent man, a good man, an upstanding man knows what he wants, he acts on it. So never let there be any confusion in that. All right. The next thing I'm gonna bring up when it comes to a man knowing what he wants and what that looks like to you is that you feel like a prayed request rather than a game quest. Let me tell you something. I don't play about prayer. I truly believe that I would not be here where I am today, in health, in my career, in life in general, without prayer and knowing how to pray and believing in who I'm praying to. So prayer is serious for me. So when I request something in my prayer, whatever I'm requesting or asking God for, it is with the utmost importance. Like, I need this thing. I'm not going to pray for silly things or minuscule things. The things I pray for, I truly need or I want. So I don't play about those things. And because I place so much value in the things I pray for and the requests I make in my prayers, those things should feel valued by me because I take them so serious. Now, translating it to people who pray for you have a great amount of concern for you, respect for you, love for you. They place value in your life. That is why they're praying for you. And that is serious. But on your end, the person who is being prayed for should feel that seriousness from that person rather than a game quest. So a game quest, and for all those gamers out there like me, when you have a game quest, they are one of many. You are playing a game, and a quest is a mission in that game in order to proceed or progress in that game that you're playing. So there are many game quests in a game. And once you're done with a game quest, you move on to the next game quest. Seems replaceable, interchangeable. I don't have to stay loyal to one game quest because I know there's going to be plenty more out there for me to conquer. So I don't place that same amount of importance and value in one game quest because I know there are a series of game quests that I need to conquer and win and accomplish to complete my game. As you see, there is no loyalty between me and a quest in a game because I am treating it as such. I'm treating it as a game. Now let's translate it to people. Do you want to be treated as a game? Do you want to be treated as a game quest or just a quest in a game? Do you want to be treated as a mission? When the person or the man is done with you, he will go on to his next mission. Now I want you to feel how that feels and understand that a man who knows what he wants will not make you feel like that. When a decent man knows what he wants, he is serious about what he's pursuing and he stays in that thing. He's locked in on that thing. He is invested into that thing. He doesn't have time to disperse all his investments among other quests and missions and women and situations and relationships because he is locked in on this singular objective, which is you. That's only for a man who knows what he wants. So when a man knows what he wants, he treats you as a prayed request, not a game quest. Now I'm gonna bring up something else when it comes to when a man knows what he wants and what it looks like. Decent man. And I'll say it's personal versus community. Now I want you to think about the traits when it comes to personal, and I want you to think about the traits when it comes to community. None of those things are bad things, except for when it comes to your partner and how they treat you. Now I want you to take it to the next step and think about how it feels when a partner or your man treats you personally versus a person or a man or your partner treating you like a community. Just sit on that. Just feel that. Interesting feeling, right? You see, when a man treats you or anybody treats you in a personal manner, whatever they're doing for you and to you is exclusive to you. This is a one-on-one thing, only between you two. The things that he's doing for you or this person is doing for you or to you is just to you or for you. They're not doing this thing to other people as they would if it was a community. And when it comes to community, there are many people involved, many services and acts being exchanged and done to each other for whatever goal, but there is a web of things between multiple people, a group of people. The worst feeling, one of the worst feelings you could feel in a relationship is feeling like you are part of a network, like you are part of a web or a group of people when you're just trying to settle down and be serious with one person. When you feel like a community or a charitable cause and that you're not being treated exclusively by your man, that is not a feeling that you're going to get from a decent man who knows what he wants and is serious about it. Once you start feeling like you are a part of a team that you did not sign up for, once you start to feel like you are part of a community when it comes to your man or your partner, just know that there is a reason behind that. Because when a man knows what he wants and when he is serious about it, you're gonna maybe feel like the total opposite and like, dang, this man stays on me. Do you do anything else? You might start complaining playfully because he is that locked on and locked into you, that all his motions and his actions are directed to you and for you. You'll never feel like you're being shared. The next feeling that you should be feeling from a man who truly knows what he wants and what it looks like is, simply put, he tells you versus sells you. Now, this is the positive effect of words. When a man is serious about you, a decent man is serious about you, when he knows what he wants, he's going to tell you exactly what he wants. He's going to tell you exactly what he wants from you. He's going to tell you what you should be expected from him. He's going to tell you what he needs. He's going to open his mouth and make it clear of whatever it is. But once you start feeling like you're in a relationship or you're dating a salesman, when this man is just trying to sell you off the things he does or has, or he moves in a gimmicky way, that's a red flag. You know what? You ever been to a car lot? You're interested in buying a new car and you're walking around, and then you finally get approached by one of the car salesmen at the car place. And you tell him what you want in the car, and he sits there with the face like, okay, acting as if he's listening to you. And then he starts to show you a car that has none of the things you needed that you told him that you needed in a car, but he's trying to sell you this car because it has a higher price tag and he knows that he will have a greater commission if you buy this car, versus suggesting and showing you the car that you actually asked for. But he's not going to suggest that car because it has a lower price tag and he will get a lower commission. But he's trying so hard to sell you on this car that you didn't ask for, that you don't need, that you don't want, for selfish reasons. When you start to feel like that in your relationship, red flag. Let me tell you something. A man does not have to sell you anything about himself. You know why? Because his intention is going to show exactly who he is and what he wants. His actions are going to prove exactly who he is and what he's about. The way he moves around you, the way he talks to the people closest to you, your family, or talks about women, the way he treats you when people are around or in private, the way he communicates with you will show you if you pay attention. He will never have to try to sell you, because I feel like once you start to try to sell yourself to people, you're doing too much. Let the way you live your life be the evidence to who you truly are. I don't want to hear you selling. I want to see you living. All right, so I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'm serious about it, because when you start to ignore these things, that's when you end up in a mess, a situationship, a toxic and abusive partnership. Stay away from that. Pay attention, because when a man knows what he wants, it looks like this. I'll catch you on my next video. Thank you for being here. Peace and blessings. Goodbye.